The 49ers blast the Cardinals.
49ers.
Brock Purdy, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Now Brock Purdy leads the NFL in touchdown passes with 29. He's second in the NFL in passing yards, and he's first in QBR. Dak is second in touchdowns, fifth in yards, second in QBR. Guys, when I look at the 49ers, it's going to take a Herculean effort for some team to go in there and beat them.
They have to have an off day offensively. I'm talking about a complete off day.
Or
everybody got to be off.
Or one of the key guys get injured, like it was last season. That's what happened. You don't wish that on nobody. That's what has to happen because those boys are playing some ball, man. And they playing defensively. Yes. Did you see the way that boy broke on that thing? Oh,
Award,
Tre'Davious.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Listen, that ain't number film study and knowing what's coming.
Oh man, and it was. And you're right.
Nothing but
he
film
broke on
study and
that thing and housed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't second guess yourself. If you hesitate,
you're
right.
Every time.
That's the difference between a pick six and a knockdown pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's the difference. But when you look at this team, because they can run it, you know they can run it. They know they can run it. When they stick that ball in the belly of Christian McCaffrey or that backup running back, and he pulls it out, Kittle running free. Ayuk is free. Debo's free. Jennings is free. Everybody free. I mean, they out there like Oprah. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
McCaffrey could beat MVP as well.
Yes. He has 20 touchdowns total, and he's leading the league in rush yards.
It's crazy. Wait, mind you, he got 509 receiving yards on top of that.
Yeah, I love that kid, man. I love that kid. I love his father. That whole family.
Oh yeah,
that whole family can ball. I think the housekeepers, everybody can ball in the house. Everybody, everybody in the house.
But time, you and I have been in this business a long time. What's the better story? A first round pick who comes from pedigree winning the MVP, or Mr. Irrelevant, a 7th round draft pick, the last pick in the draft, winning MVP? Because it's all, sports is about stories.
Irrelevant.
That's what people. Win. No. If it was just about the score, they wouldn't need color. They wouldn't need play-by-play guys because the play-by-play and the color, they give you the story of the game. Right. If it was just all about the score, they could just he scored a touchdown. We know what the score is, but they're telling you the storyline of the game. And the best story right now, and it might be just like you remember when Kurt Warner won it a time in '99. Here's a guy that was bagging groceries. The guy that came out of the Iowa Barnstormers. And the next thing you know, he's the MVP. He wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, he deserved
Super Bowl MVP.
No, don't get me. Kurt deserved that thing now.
Yeah.
Kurt deserved that thing.
The greatest show on turf.
I love this kid. I do love this kid, but I'm going to tell you where the hating going to start. It's going to start at the conclusion of it because they're not going to want to pay him. They're not going to want to pay him what he's worth. So what they'll do, they start finding little things to knock his game. And that's not fair to him because the boy's balling. But they're going to say, okay, go somewhere else and do it. Because here you have all those intangibles on the field with you, like you just mentioned. So are you really that guy? Or do you need all this assistance that only we can provide for you? So now that diminishes your bag. But when you come in like he came in, and the going right now is 50, he's saying, I take 40, I'm good.
You might not want to give because he's in the second year, so he has 3 years. So next year he can really get the bag. You know what? The bag next year is going to be probably 55.
Oh no, quarterback.
You want to go ahead and get it now?
Yeah, you got to get him now.
Yeah, you don't let him go to free agency. You don't do that. If you let a man go to free agency, you don't want him.
Yeah, and then because you know what happens, you go to free agency, you have to overpay.
That's right.
But look what you just said. Probably upstairs, management is going to say, you know what? Oh, we don't want to pay you because you're playing so well based on the supporting cast you have around you. So then, what do they do? What do they do if they don't?
No. But you got to understand how he came up.
Right.
He didn't come up like we came up. We were supposed to do what we did. Okay.
Right.
So he wasn't supposed to do. He's Mr. Irrelevant, right? Therefore, instead of getting 50, what they get right now, 40 a year straight with him. He's like, hey, man, please. You mean to tell me you getting ready to give me $250 million for this? I didn't expect that. I'm good. I ain't finna fight with y'all with that. I'm straight. I'm
Chad,
good.
because you know how they look at him. They're gonna say, you know, we believed in you when no one else did. We took a chance on
Shannon.
him. You know,
Shannon.
I'm telling you, I was a 7th round draft pick. I was the guy that came in asking for a little bit more money. Well, you know, Shannon, you know, we believed in you when no one else did now. And we got you. You got a great situation, a quarterback that loves you, the offense. I was like, I understand all that. But can I get paid according to what I'm worth?
Yeah.
And I think the thing is with him, the going rate, I mean, it's like I got to get with Justin Herbert. At least I won a playoff game.
Right.
They always said they believe had he not hurt his elbow in that championship game, they believe they would have beat Philly.
Still.
They went back with the sole purpose to saying this is what would have happened to you. You know what? Had I not,
I hadn't seen it though. I hadn't seen it like Kurt did it. I take that back. Kurt did it and Romo did it, but I haven't seen a guy that wasn't projected to be that guy get paid like they supposed to get paid, except for those two. Kurt Warner and Romo. They got it.
But if you think about what he did, remember now what they gave up to get Trey Lance. That's their future. And the only reason that we brush over it is because they got Purdy. Do you understand how they would have been eviscerated if they didn't have a Brock Purdy?
I don't know what that means, but I like that word.